What's up guys, Lucas from FuelTech USA, here to kind of run you through and show you how to install our brand new Gen 2 Hayabusa plug and play harness. Alright guys, so today before we get it installed on the bike, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown. Here, up towards the ECU, you got both your ECU 550 connectors, your Nano or NanoPRO connector, and a pigtail here, kind of unterminated for running a two-step button. Coming out of there, you're gonna have two pieces, main harness and O2 harness. O2 goes all the way out to here. About halfway, 3/4 of the way down the harness is gonna be your ring terminal for your grounds for your Spark Pro, as well as the Spark Pro connector. We got our extra inputs here, bigger extra input plug. Got some that are pre-terminated already, so oil pressure and fuel pressure already have pressure connector ends on them. And then you have some pigtails here for air shifter, gear position, and speed, wheel speed. And then after that, making all the way to the end of the harness, you have your Gen 2 stock Hayabusa harness connectors. They're 3D printed and potted, so they're not going anywhere. And they're color coded to match the colors on the factory harness, so they're just plug in and go. So we got the bike completely torn apart to ease the install process. For this kind of demonstration, we're not gonna be using our mount. This is our generic FT550 mount. Just for demonstration purposes, we're gonna leave that out. Starting from the middle of the bike is where it's gonna be the easiest to install. So you have the front half, which is gonna have your ECU connectors, your Nano connector, all that good stuff. And then at the back is where it's gonna actually interface with the factory harness and your Spark Pro. Starting at the nose, we've got your typical FT550 connectors, as well as your Nano connector. These all kind of run in parallel with each other. As far as on the harness, that is all that's gonna be up here. We have ours going through the forks, in through the factory ram air scoop. If you choose to run that, you will have to modify it a little bit to make it fit. From there, you get actually on the interior of the frame. Once you're inside the frame, you'll find your extra connectors, whether you'll have fuel pressure, oil pressure, gear position, speed, and all of the extra inputs you don't end up using in the harness alone will be on this connector. And then here's your jumper. It'll come with the pins to pin what you need. All you have to do is remove this piece of waterproofing. Moving back through the harness, you get past your batteries, battery box, tank mount, and we have ours kind of coiled around. This is where you'll have the factory connectors. These are all 3D printed and potted enclosures, so that way, waterproof and all that kind of good stuff. The only ring terminal / battery hookup, so to speak, is going to be a ground for the Spark Pro. We have ours grounded to the engine case itself. You can mount it there, you can mount it to the battery, either way. So that's how we chose to run ours. Only other things you'll really need is the FT550, either the NanoPRO or the Nano, wideband O2 Nano, and a Spark Pro 4 if you're using factory Hayabusa coils. All right guys, so we got the harness installed, the bike's put back together. We already went ahead and loaded the base map that'll be included in the sample start maps of FT Manager. If you're interested, check the link down below, get yourself one. Let's see how it runs.